guys, it's Shane Speal and welcome to another lesson of how to play cigar box guitar. This lesson is brought to you by Stubby Slide. That's stubbyslide.com. That's where you can find the guitar slides specifically made for cigar box guitar. In fact, the one I'm using here, I personally made myself. This is the Stubby bottleneck slide. Oh man, this guitar is feeding back a little. Let me turn that down. This is the bottleneck guitar slide. I personally make these, hand cut them on a diamond saw and hand shape them and grind the edges down to a 3000 grit. They're beautiful. They feel great. You can get them in this link right there. Okay, turn this back up. Today we're going to talk about getting some precise notes out of slide. This is something that I used to do when I first started building and playing cigar box guitar back in the 1990s. I would sit there basically in my tiny little living room and I would play scales up and down with a slide, but instead of playing your typical blues slide of I would actually work on getting individual notes that sounded like I was fretting, like I was just hitting a fret. And that would be, I'd sit there and go like this. Or I would do the pentatonic scale. Okay, now there's a specific technique that I use to get those hard defined sounds, and it has to do with both the slide hand and the picking hand. I want to show you both, and then you can practice this to get more precise sounds so that the slide isn't just a tremolo creator or that, you know, the classic slide sound, but just to give you those real nice defined notes. Okay, it starts out with the slide hand. I'm going to give you a close-up here. The slide hand, what I'm doing is it starts with this finger that rides behind the slide. This finger is touching the string to dampen it. And I'm going to move the camera right here so you can see both my hands. Whenever I pick the string, it's open, but if I touch it with this finger, it's dampened and it doesn't ring out. Then, whenever I take the slide and I touch it over top, not in the middle, but over top the slide, the fret that I want to hit, when that slide touches it, the note rings out. Now I'm going to change my position here, move the camera even closer. Alright, so you have the finger dampener, and then the slide is touching down, in this case, low string, 5th fret. And then I'll pull the slide off to stop it from ringing. So it gets rid of the sustain that you would usually have of, or if you added the vibrato. If you put your finger behind and just touch a slide, hit the note, and pull the slide off, the note is nice and defined. Now, on the picking hand, sometimes I will put my palm on the picking hand and pull the guitar up here, do a little close-up. The palm will be here, and it'll dampen the strings as well. What you do is you put, for me, I have fat fingers, fat hands, so I put my chubby little side of my palm there, right near the bridge, or actually right on the bridge, and you pick. And then whenever you hit the note, you can always pull your hand off and put it back on, and this acts as a dampener. So those are the two types of techniques that I would use for this. The second part of this lesson is to learn a scale and play it up and down using these dampening techniques. Let's start with the one everybody wants. the blues scale. I would practice the blues scale up and down on one string, on the high string. It was a technique I learned from Blind Willie Johnson records. Blind Willie Johnson played most of his leads on the high string. And I've said it before, the reason he did was he learned to play on a one string cigar box guitar when he was like 5 years old. So he learned melodies on one string. When he got a regular guitar, he played most of the melodies on one string, the high E string. For this, it's a 3-string cigar box guitar tuned to open G, G, D, G, G, D, G. And I'm going to play the pentatonic blues scale, which is... Okay, so you'll want the notes for that. It's open, and I stop that open string by palming it. And then it's open, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. Open 3, 5, 7. I'm sorry, open 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. And what you do is you work on that scale up and down the neck. Low string is the same exact scale. It's just an octave lower. So that is one of the techniques you can use, just working on that over and over to get nice defined notes. Now, why do you want defined notes? It's for if you're working on a certain type of song. Not everything needs defined notes. But if you want to do, let's say I turn up the reverb on this. And do you see, as I'm playing here, sometimes I have dampened notes. Other times I let the note ring out and give it a little vibrato. So, dampen, 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 dampened, sustained vibrato. And that's just me composing. Actually, I'm improvising right here, just creating music on the spot. Or that blues scale I just showed you. So there's a little exercise on dampening. It really adds to the clean sounding playing. If you want to take your advanced cigar box guitar playing to the clean stuff, I love doing that. But there you go. So check it out. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. And if you have any other lesson suggestions as well, post those in the comments. Make sure you share this video on Facebook and anywhere else that you know cigar box guitar people hang out. And when you get a chance, check out stubbyslide.com. That's where I have these really cool bottleneck slides that I made myself. My name's Shane Speal. My site is shanespeal.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.